Now that Engin Terzi is officially gone from East vs West, what's next for East vs West without Engin? First of all, there was this wave of celebration going on in the arm wrestling community. I scrolled through hundreds of the 1400 plus comments under Robert's video where he announced that Engin is out, and everyone is celebrating that. 99.9% comments are happy about Engin's departure from the league. There is literally no support for Engin there, and I doubt that Robert is removing the comments just like Engin does. So that is pure unfiltered support for Engin's departure. So now what happens to the 27 athletes who signed a petition that if Engin is out, they are out too? Should they be invited back to East vs West? Will they be coming back to East vs West even if they are invited? Well, Robert announced after East vs West 19 that Ibrahim Sagov has already agreed to compete. He is ready to defend his 115 kg title against none other than Dave Chaffee. Oleg Petrenko is also going to be competing in the upcoming event. And some other European arm wrestlers will also be making a comeback. So looks like the 27 may be falling apart, because I'm quite sure Sagov must have been a part of it, because he was one of the earliest ones to announce that he's leaving East vs West just because Engin Terzi is out. So before we decide what's next, let's see how the event changed without Engin. First of all, Devon didn't cheat. He was cheating more when Engin was around. And the biggest problem, I would say 90% of the problem that the Europeans who quit had with East vs West was about Devon cheating. This time Devon didn't cheat. So Hermes Gasparini, Denis Siplankov, David Dadikian and many others, Vitaly Laletin. What happens now? Devon was willing to start even in a disadvantageous position. You can say that right arm he didn't need to cheat, but left arm he did. The last match was pretty close. And even in round 1 he didn't cheat. The second thing was, the rules have been established and finally written on the East vs West website. I tried to get this done by Engin for like 3 years now. I kept on saying that any serious sports league in the world cannot exist without an established set of rules. That is highly unprofessional that you don't have the rules written on the website. And Engin's response was always like, I understand. And by the way, when Engin says I understand, he most of the times means that he disagrees with what you are saying. And then there was a review system in place for the first time. Until now, the review system at East vs West was whoever can cry the loudest in front of the referees gets the review. If you cannot cry, you don't get the review. And that is again highly unprofessional, something which I tried to get changed for more than 3 years. But failed to do so, and Robert and Dexter did these things immediately. The first event without Engin, these basic things are done. Man, even Robert Baxter's infamous speech was shifted towards the end of the event after all of the super matches have been finished. So this clearly shows that they are willing to listen to the feedback. They're open to the feedback. There were no streaming issues. I would say the community is happy. Everything worked out fine. And we should thank these guys for this awesome pay-per-view event. Yes, there were many mismatches, especially in the beginning of the pay-per-view. But that was because they had to work with whatever they had to work with. The athletes were not available. That's why the quality of the matches also wasn't there. But these things will be resolved in the future. But for that, they will need a matchmaker replacement for Engin Terzi. A man who isn't only knowledgeable about the sport, but also who can actively communicate with the European and Asian arm wrestlers, also the North American arm wrestlers. So basically, someone who is friends with almost everyone. That person doesn't need to know the language of every single person, but he can use translation. He must know those people, and those people must know that guy. I think Coach Ray is the suitable candidate for that. It's a little bit sad that Engin didn't post anything about this pay-per-view event. He didn't promote it at all. So basically he's going to promote it only if he's in charge, if he's involved in some capacity. That shouldn't happen. Well, we can say that I also didn't promote, but I had my reasons. Engin was in his home doing nothing. He should have done that. So anyways, I do see a great future forward for East vs West. I hope they did good in terms of pay-per-view sale. I honestly doubt that they did, but I hope so. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.